Beginning of day 100. Well, not the beginning, but the start of my hiking day. Day 100. August 3. Plan today is to get myself to resupply. Hopefully I can get my resupply done today. It's Sunday, so one of the places I have to go, I don't know if they're open on Sunday. It's ironically, it's a garden center, and but they are hiker friendly, so that's one place. They also have an outdoor shower, so I also have to figure a little bit today in one of my breaks. I have to figure where my next resupply is before I have a mail drop coming on Friday. So this is Sunday. I have a mail drop hopefully coming on Thursday or Friday in Falls Village, Connecticut. They don't have much resupply there, but I need some supplements and some things that I just can't get in town. So let me show you a little bit what I got going on here. It's really pretty in here. This is just crossed this bridge, but look at this stream. This was a sight to behold last night after finding so many dry streams. So I had good water and got everything made. I had a little trouble going to sleep last night. Don't know what it was, but I got some rest. My watch said I had a, 65, 75. Actually, that's not too bad. If you can believe what your watch says, right? The best numbers I ever get are like high 80s. I think one night on the trail I got a 92. But it is what it is. So today's terrain doesn't look too hard, but you never know. So if I can hike a decent pace, I should get into my resupply zone about, let's say 2:33. The plan is to try to get a resupply done and then camp out at Pete's Deli for $5. They give you a campsite, water, electricity, available, not at each campsite, but water and electricity. And then to hike out tomorrow. Today and tomorrow I think will be the last days in New York. So I'll take you along with me at another state checked off eventually. And although I wasn't the biggest fan of especially southern New York, the last 4 or 5 days have been really, really nice. Nice hiking, nice scenery. So it's been pretty cool. I wanted to revisit last night. I don't think I slept so well. I've been putting these caffeinated drops in my water, and because I didn't have much water, I was squirreling the last bit away till I got close to camp. So it was like 6:30, and I probably drank some caffeine. There are other reasons too. Sometimes when I push my body really hard, it doesn't want to settle down. So I hiked pretty late. Well, not too late, 6:30. I hiked later, and so just is what it is. I lay there and I may have slept more than I thought. Thought about a whole lot of things. Today, it's nice to be on the trail. Earlier, I think it's 8:15, I had a couple of extra camp chores to take care of this morning. Changed out my socks, treated my feet, and what else? I went and got water. Sometimes I get water the night before, but I was so close to water, so I filtered water. Kind of inventoried my meal situation, so I know what to plan, and then I'm going to have to make a plan for the next couple of days. It may be 2-3 days. I hear there's a really good resupply point at Kent, Connecticut. Just need to see how that works out and the speed I've been hiking here. Hopefully I can start doing a little longer mileage days, at least 12s, 13s, to get me on up the road. What I've been doing the first couple of days of this carry won't get me to Maine before it closes. So I'm torn a little bit. I'm not hiking real hard because my friend Creek is behind me trying to catch up. So if I push hard, he'll never catch up. Also, I don't want to blow myself up when I first come back on trail, and trying to get my trail legs back, get my body used to doing this work every day after not doing it for 3.5 weeks. So lots of things to think about. My feet have been doing pretty well. They're really tired at night, but they pretty much recover and start fresh in the morning. And I usually get 3, 4, 5, 6 miles before they start feeling tired again. Some of the things I had going on haven't been an issue. I think that's been because the trail has been so much nicer and my feet aren't sloshing around in my shoes at funny angles all the time, and maybe because I'm getting some calluses, I don't know. So that's kind of an update. Started day 100. It's hard to believe 100 days. It's hard to believe that this is, let me see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is day number 5 after coming back. In some ways it seems like an eternity, in other ways it seems like a blink. So today's main attraction, at least in my mind, is that I get to hike by Nuclear Lake, and it's supposedly really pretty, so it's nice to be able to hike in pretty scenery. Still gonna work today at trying to take my breaks when I'm supposed to take them, and give myself a little rest in between, take my shoes off. My feet really appreciate a rest. That really helps. I had taken a real long break last night before I realized that I had another 3 miles to go, and I don't think I would have done very well if I hadn't taken the break. So I forced myself to take an hour, got out my planner, and planned a little bit, and so that's kind of what today should be like. You'll see at the end of the day whether it actually came to pass. So last night the noise at the campsite was absolutely not an issue. Evidently the train tracks we crossed over isn't one that's actively used. Didn't hear any trains. Put earplugs in, had the sound of running water, and I really heard basically nothing. Didn't have road noise. I thought I was closer to this road that I'm coming to now than I was, which is a fairly main road for this part of for rural New York. It might be something like R33, maybe not quite as traveled, I'm not sure. So I'll take you along with me. If I find something interesting, I'll take a photo of it and put it in the video. So folks, this is the Dover oak. This is the biggest tree on the Appalachian Trail, just slightly bigger than the Kiefer oak down near Pearisburg, and it wasn't the one that I showed you the other day. So now you see it. This one's right by the road.
You couldn't wrap for me around it.
Yeah, it's huge. So anyway, this here is through hiker 7's filtering some water here. We got another mile or mile and a half to town up over this climb and back down. Maybe it's 2 miles, I don't know. Anyway, headed for the same place, I think, at some point, Toni's Deli. Having some field walking today. I haven't had anything like this since, I guess, New Jersey. Been going on here for a mile or so. I guess it may, I don't know if I'll duck back in the woods. Actually, kind of prefer being in the woods because it's cooler. The sun's pretty hot today. Highs is supposed to be in the lower 80s. And it's noon, so the sun is high. But it's still nonetheless pretty. So monarch butterfly, no, excuse me, tiger swallowtail back there on some flowers. And get to see it. I've been musing to myself that I seem to always be behind the berry bloom. The blueberries in New York aren't ready yet. I did find some blackberries a couple of days ago that were ripe. Won't say it's the first berries I've eaten on trail, but not more than 1 or 2 before. I think that was in New Jersey. I had some, so keep taking you with me. A view. It's a really pretty view. If you look out here straight ahead, you'll see we're going to go down this mountain and then hike along the mountain a little ways and then cross the main road down there and get into town. I have about 3.5 miles to town. I just stopped and took, not really a lunch break, but I've just been every 2 hours stop and take my shoes off. Sometimes I stretch a little bit. Make sure I put some more food in me so I don't bonk, drink some water. There's more water coming up, so I drank down most of my water. It's the next water crossing I'm going to have to filter and drink, but that should take me into town, and 3.5 miles should be about 2 hours, so it's 11 o'clock now. Should be in town by 1-ish. Boy, this is pretty up here. It's the part of New York that most people never see. We always think of New York as New York City, but there's way more to it. I would say that the trail in northern New York ever since Bear Mountain has been really nice, and it's been really nice for my feet. Not getting totally torn up on the rocks. There are some rocks. I had a pretty gnarly rock scramble yesterday, but they're not very long, so it is what it is. So the trail crosses this marsh. We got some elevated boards. Don't think I want to drink out of that, but basically across this marsh is a main road, and also there is a railway station on the Metro North Railway for the Appalachian Trail. The trail will cross it. You can actually grab a train into New York City. It's the same railroad that I rode in and out of the city from when I went home for Andrew, and then when I came back to trail. So, you know, scenery changes, doesn't it? So I'll keep you along from the ride. From the looks of things, I'm going to be walking on a lot of bog boards for, I don't know, maybe a quarter to half a mile here. This I don't mind. They have some that are like 2 boards side by side. You got to kind of put one foot on one and with the other foot on the other, and honestly it's almost about as easy to walk on one board as it is to walk on two. But I'm taking you along with me. This will bring me out at the north side of Pawling, New York. Pawling, New York. And there is a, believe it or not, a garden center that caters to hikers right here along the trail, that has some freeze-dried meals and a few other things, some cold drinks and ice cream. And there's also a deli 6/10 of a mile down the road. I've mentioned before, they have a little resupply stuff, and I'm hoping between the two of them that I can get my coffers filled up for my next run into Kent, Connecticut. I got to see how far that is. And then I have a part resupply box going into Falls Village, Connecticut. I would have done it to Kent, but I wasn't on my game. I didn't get the box. Tell them to send the box till it was too late to hit Kent. Being mailed tomorrow, Monday. 3 days is a little tight. So I think I'll be in Kent in about 3 days, and then another day or two to Falls Village. So I understand Kent has a really good resupply, that they have an IGA there, and so I can get some of the things I probably can't get here. So I might have to make do with what I make do. I might have to eat suppers for breakfast, etc. Hello.
Hi.
Try to be narrow. Just passed some guys hiking here. So anyway, that's kind of the scoop. Hopefully I'm not being too redundant. I forget what I say on previous clips. But this is getting me really close. There you hear the train whistle. This is getting me really close to 8 Mile Day. And my feet are saying it's time for you to stop and take a break. So I'm looking forward to hitting this garden center, taking a load off. Maybe getting a cold drink, possibly taking a cold shower there. It's either that or I'll go down to Toni's Deli and set up and then come back to the garden center. If they're open today, I need to do what I need to do today with them, because they don't open till 10 in the morning, and I don't want to wait till 10 to get back on trail. It's nice to get out earlier, 7:38. Actually 7 would be wonderful, but I just kind of enjoy taking a little time in the morning. So there you hear the train. I'll keep taking you along with me. Well, the garden center was a bust for resupply. They had some bars and stuff there, $3 a piece. Not necessarily the selection I wanted, and no freeze-dried foods. So I'm going on to Toni's Deli. It's about a little over a half-mile walk. It's where I'm going to spend the night, and there is a Dollar General and a Hannaford's like 3 miles down the road. May try to have to hitch and see if I can get there. I don't need much, actually. I looked in my supply and I have two evening meals and a breakfast, and I plan on eating my evening meal at the deli tonight and maybe my breakfast tomorrow. It's 2 days to Kent, so I just need some stuff to fill in, like some trail mix or some bars, snacks. I do have 1 day of snacks in my pack, so I'm gonna sit down and figure it out. Maybe I don't need that much and I'll just go to a convenience store and then do a fairly major resupply in Kent for like 5 days, or until whatever looks like an appropriate place to stop. My mail drop is another 2 days beyond that, and I have a bunch of stuff coming. I have 2 days worth of meals and a bunch of snacks, so I might be able to just get what I need in Kent for those 2 days plus another several days, so I don't have to carry too much at one time. I don't know. Logistics are the crux. It's 1:43. I've done 8 miles. So if I were continuing on trail, I could probably knock out another 4 or 5 miles today. Getting started early is very helpful. It helps you do the miles and be able to take your rest. That rest there at the garden center for 45 minutes was really wonderful. Let my shirt dry out. Put on a fresh shirt this morning, sweated it completely wet, and now it's dry. And so I'm gonna chill a little bit here in town for the night and then take off in the morning. 10 miles into Connecticut, campsite by the Housatonic River in Connecticut. That sounds pretty cool. Be nice to do a little bit more than 10, so I'll maybe have to look at see what those options are. And then the following day should see me going through Kent and do another resupply. So it just is what it is. I can't quite make it to Kent on what I have. I can make it tomorrow and the beginning of the day, but I have probably almost 2 full days hiking to get to Kent. I'll admit I'm a little bit of a chicken on all these logistics things, and I lean towards sure things. I thought I had a sure thing here, but it kind of worked out differently. So Toni's Deli has some resupply option stuff too, so I'm going to see what they have, and maybe I won't have to do anything besides that. Give my feet a little break too. They're tired. My feet are tired, but they're doing much better than they were when I got off trail. So it seems like I can do, if I give them a good break, I can do another 3 or 4 miles. So I've been trying to give my feet a lot of breaks today. So no, this isn't exciting, but I'm walking down Route 22 toward Pawling, New York. I talked to the young lady at the garden center, and she said Kent has a lot more resupply options than what Pawling does. So I just need to get stuff to fill in. I guess the other option would be to go ahead and do that and to hike out of Pawling this afternoon or this evening and do another 3, 4, or 5 miles and get on up the trail closer to Kent. I'll just have to look at my maps and see what that looks like. Met another through hiker there at the garden center. He was going the 10 to a campsite and said there were 2 pretty long climbs in that. So I know right out of town here there's a pretty good climb. Not something I want to do in the middle of the day. So that's kind of where we're at. I guess I'm rambling on here, but I don't even know if you can hear me, so I'll keep you posted. This is today's lunch / evening meal. Wow, that's a lot of food there. I can probably use a lot of protein. I'm staying here at Toni's. I'm going to have to makeshift my resupply here, but we'll get it done. So there's the train tracks on one side and a busy road on the other. So earplugs are the order of the day for tonight. We'll just see what happens. Live and learn, right? I'm told that Kent has a lot better resupply options, so I'll go in there and buy some bars at Tony's and some snacks. I've got enough snacks for one day, so if I have enough snacks for 2 days, I might have a few leftover snacks from today. I'm going to eke it out because I don't want to carry a whole lot of stuff. I think I'm going to buy a deli sandwich, go in there for breakfast in the morning, get a breakfast sandwich, and carry a deli sandwich out for my evening meal or noon evening meal tomorrow. And you know, it ends up being cheaper to buy a deli sandwich than 5 or 6 protein bars or whatever. So it's just the decisions you have to make. But I'm going to dig in here and enjoy this. Then I'm going to find out where I get water and where the restrooms are and all those kind of things. Kind of settle down. It's only 2 in the afternoon, but I really I don't really want to hike on out, so I think we're stuck here. This is day 100 wrap-up. I am in the outskirts of Pawling, New York, at a place called Toni's Deli. They let you camp here for $5, provide power, a 24-hour bathroom, and water. I was going to do a full resupply here in Pawling, but one of my options, the garden center, didn't have near what I thought it had, so I opted for just to augment what I had, to stretch it to like 2.5 days to get into Kent, Connecticut. It's kind of a bummer because I'll have to take some time out of that day in Kent to resupply, although I might be able to get in and out of the grocery store in 2 hours. So I thought last night's camping spot was sketch. This one I have approval to be here, but you can hear the cars going by on the road, and there is a Metro North rail that's just to my right here, and whenever the train comes by it toots its horn. So I guess there haven't been too many here in the evening, so maybe their frequency goes down overnight, I don't know, but definitely an earplugs night. Hopefully I get some sleep. I'll go to the deli tomorrow morning. I'll go to the deli tomorrow morning, get a breakfast sandwich, and hike out. That saves me from carrying extra meals. And so we're going to try to hike tomorrow. Should hike across the New York-Connecticut border. That's a little bit of a misnomer because the New York and Connecticut border, you cross it like 3 times because it goes back and forth. So at the end of the day, I'm not sure whether I'll be in... No, I will be in Connecticut. I'll be by the Housatonic River, I think is what it's called. There's a campsite in 10 miles. It's called the 10 Mile Campsite. And so I'll be there tomorrow night. And then the next day, I will hike into just outside of Kent, Connecticut. And then the next morning I'll get up and go in and do a resupply, and then hopefully have enough time to get on down the trail and get 10 miles in. And then about 3 days after that, I need to pick up a shipment box I have, which is a parcel resupply. So what I'm doing in Kent, I need to kind of figure out what I'm doing for what's coming. So it's going to be kind of an interesting resupply. Anyway, all the logistics are driving me nuts. I wish if I were hiking 15-mile days, it would make the logistics easier. Right now I'm not doing that. I would like to get to more. I did a 12 yesterday. That went pretty well, so I'd like to get up to 12s and 13s if I can. But it was probably good to be off my feet some more today. I got 8 miles in, and since it's Sunday, I got a little bit of a Sabbath. I listened to some inspirational material today and just took it easy, and got some town food, ate at the deli twice. I got a salad, and then I got a big meat sandwich that had a crap ton of protein in it, which I probably need. So we're gonna head out in the morning and be in Connecticut sometime tomorrow, which is fantastic. That means bye-bye New York, another state down. So I'll keep taking you along with me.